Hey, this is Brian O'Bigger. What I have here is Chyna from Mattel, and it is the elite version of an action figure. So it comes with a couple of accessories and, you know, some pretty decent articulation joints here and there. And it is based on Monday Night War, WWF versus or WCW. I don't know. But anyway, it was clearly WWF. Back then, when she was around on the ring, it was WWF, not WWE. So anyway, she was awesome at that time. She was a big deal. I loved her when she was on the ring. She was just awesome. She could actually do the moves, and she was very strong. She was Bob. She looked like Wonder Woman to me. I don't know why that is, but I just looked at her like my buff aunt. It's hard to explain. I don't know. I just love this character. So anyway, without further ado, let's get her off the stand and take a closer look.
Now, unfortunately, I cannot find my Brock Lesnar action figure to do the height comparison. It's somewhere in my box in my closet, so I'm not gonna go through all the trouble looking for it. I just want to get this out there. So anyway, I'm gonna do some comparisons with my other action figures, the non-Mattel action figures. So let's get it started. Here is China next to Christopher Reeve, Superman on the left from McFarlane, and Wonder Woman from McFarlane as well on the right. So I just wanted to bring it up. I always thought China would make a pretty good Wonder Woman, honestly. I don't know about you, but to me, she has muscles, she has the look, and she has black hair. Always thought, Alex Ross, Wonder Woman, looks a lot like China. Maybe a little bit prettier in the face, but a lot like her. Looked a lot like her. And here she is next to 112 Collective Doctor Doom and 112 Collective Wonder Woman. It seems like China scales a little bit better with magical figures. Hold on, let me try another figure. Now more magical 112 Collective. The one on the left is Black Suit Regeneration Suit Superman, and the one on the right is classic Steve Ditko Spider-Man. Yeah, maybe scale is not exactly correct in a way. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that China is not really gonna fit with that. So, and here she is next to Marvel Legends action figures. The one on the left is Gamerverse Punisher, and the one on the right is Modular Iron Man with the proton cannon. Now that's what she looks like next to She-Hulk. So China looked pretty muscular at the time. It's pretty accurate to her physique, her body. That's what she looked like at the time. So this is awesome. Now I would like to go over articulation real quick, starting with the head. She cannot look up at all, and she cannot look down at all. Side to side, not at all. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. And she can do a swivel as long as you move the hair out of the way. And she can do a swivel. She can turn her head to this side, this far. And it tilts on the way to that side. And then another one, obviously because of the hair getting in the way. And she turns about this far. So it's pretty good, I would say. It's not bad. Now, this has no butterfly joint. As you can see, no butterfly joints. So arms go up, T pose, it's fine. Arm rotation, swivel, double jointed elbows, pinless, and this is what it looks like when it's bent. It's not great, but I'm fine with that. And swivel and a hinge goes about this far, which is good. And the chest arches back this far, crunches forward this far, side to side, tilt about this far, Oh, not no full swivel at the top, the diaphragm cut, but it does have a full swivel at the waist, 360 full swivel, and the legs split, no split. That sucks. And she kicks up about this far. Be careful with the plastic because it can cause like a dent on the top part of the plastic. So be careful with that. So yeah, kicks up about this far, which is not very far at all. See, it just caused a scratch. You can see it. Can you see that? So be careful with that. Just keep that in mind. You want to keep it smooth. Oh man, look at that. Look at that scratch. Look at that scratch. I was not careful with it, and this is what happened. That sucks. So it stops right here. Hopefully sandpaper will get rid of that. And so there's thigh swivel, full 360, and double jointed knees, and it looks okay when bent. The top part looks pretty good, kinda. It's really faceted at the top and the bottom right there. It looks really bad, but it's okay. As long as it is pinless, it's perfect for a character like this one. She has a lot of bare skin showing, so she needs to have pinless joints. So there's that, and then boot cut swivel, right? And feet go up this far, down this far, and angle pivot. A little bit of angle pivot. A little bit. Not crazy, but still good enough. So, yeah. Did I show you is a boot cut swivel as well? That's good. So, yeah. No toe hinges. So that's it for articulation. I would say articulation is alright. It's articulation is not very good because of the lack of torso articulation. The head articulation, I'm willing to let it slide, but again, they can literally make the hair even softer, so it can look up a little bit more and move. Has more mobility. She doesn't need to look up that much, but she is a wrestler, so she needs to move around a lot. But still a pretty decent action figure, I would say. Pretty decent. Yeah. Okay, now I want to go over sculpt and paint. Starting with the head. This is obviously Chyna. It's really her. This is her. I forgot her real name, but this is definitely her, okay? That looks just like her face. She always had a strong jawline, and the hair really fits her face so well. I love that. So, yeah, and yeah, it really looks like her. I don't think they used face mapping, because you know what? She has been dead for a long time. Now I'm gonna go over sculpt and paint. Starting with the head. This looks like Chyna, right? It looks a lot like her. And obviously, rest in peace of this actress, wrestler. She's not around anymore. So the face mapping is not possible. So obviously they sculpted this face with the computer. They tried, they had an artist to sculpt her face, and that looks a lot like her. They did a really good job on the likeness there. So it shows proof that they can actually sculpt faces. Yeah, it looks good. It's got makeup on and the eyes, lipstick, that jawline. She always had that strong jawline because of, I don't know if it's because she was born that way or because of performance enhancing drugs. I'm not sure. It's none of my business when it comes to this, but that's how she used to look. And the hair is very restrictive. There's no wash or anything on the hair. It's just flat, just black plastic. So that kind of sucks, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, this one looks great though. Looks great. I can see a little bit of a scratch in that face. Man, that sucks. So anyway, and then there's the seam on that shoulder. You can see the seam on there, and then another one over here. That does not look good at all. I wish they stopped doing that, because I have seen Mattel action figures where there would be a line, like a stark seam across the shoulder like that. It looks very jarring. And it's got biceps here. I don't know what's going on with this plastic. You can see a little bit of scarring on the plastic. The kind of liquid plastic was not forming right, so it looks like that. Oh man, that sucks. But the sculpt of her arms, amazing. That looks like her arms. I love that. That's really cool. And I like the fact that they gave her a unique chest. I mean, that is really awesome. I gotta be honest with you. I have seen her naked in the Playboy magazine. Okay, I think it was Playboy magazine. She was naked in there. Her breasts, amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. And then you can see the bra. I like how that's cut onto, like the bottom of the bra. So that's pretty cool. It's very seamless looking this way. So I like that, honestly. And it's also seamless when they did, the swivel, like under the belt. So yeah, that's kind of cool, I would say. It's not bad. And I forgot to bring up that this is a tattoo that she had. You can look up close. You can see that's just a tattoo. So yeah, that's interesting that they added a tattoo on the back right there. So that's cool. And then she has abs, and it looks very realistic. It's got sparkles on there. They painted it poorly. I don't know if it's what her bra used to look like. Maybe, yeah. I would say that's pretty accurate. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wow, I'm surprised. Alright, that's pretty good. And then the clean paint on the belt. Looks good. I like that. And you see the muscle tone on her thighs right there. That's how her legs used to look, at the time. And then she's got calves. She has some mean looking calves there. Wow. Yeah. More like cows, not calves. And then you see the boots painted cleanly there. Pretty good texture on the boots as well. Looks like real leather because of the way it's sculpted in the color, the sheen of the boots. It looks just like leather boots, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, she's got high heels on there and treads on the bottom. So yeah, and she has like a dark skin tone, which is great. And that's pretty accurate to how she used to look at the time. So yeah, looks awesome, man. Really, really, really awesome. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. So awesome. So now I have two wrestling figures, which is this one and the Brock Lesnar action figure. They really came to my mind when it comes to wrestling action figure, like wrestling characters, you know. Um, so like Hulk Hogan, Chyna, Brock Lesnar, and The Rock, and Triple H. That's all I can think of in my mind right now. I don't really recognize a lot of newer ones right now. I'm more of a WWF fan, not a WWE fan. So yeah, it's yeah. I'm old timey wrestling fan. Not really into modern wrestling. I'm not really into modern wrestling. So anyway, yeah, it looks good. I love it. There's two supposes in my opinion.
The only positive thing I have for this is the fact that China has an action figure made of her. So that's nice. But my problem with this is the articulation. I do like the accessories. I think it's okay. Um, and I do love the sculpt work. I think the sculpt work is fantastic. That looks just like China. So that really helped save this figure so much. But I would say and also I think the likeness is quite good. That looks like China. Um, and this is awesome figure for that. But the articulation is horrible. It's not very good, and she cannot move her head around too much because of that hair. Is really restrictive, especially the fact that the hair is really hard plastic, so it's kind of hard to move her head around, and it's hard to do, natural looking, action poses with her. Um, but she does look really cool on my shelf. I'm more than happy to have her. That's all I can say. Um, Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Hope I see you again soon. Take care.